In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to create these three effects: space zoom, sightseeing tour, and follow the line. For this tutorial, you will require Google Earth Pro. I have put a link in the description to where you can download it for free. Once you've downloaded and installed the program, it should look like this. To navigate around the map, use the mouse to click and drag and the scroll wheel to zoom. You can also use the arrow keys. To find a specific location, you can enter it into the search box on the left-hand side. The space zoom effect is the most simple, so I'll start with that one. To create the space zoom effect, once you've located a place you want to zoom into, zoom in or out to your preferred level, and then drop a pin to save it. You'll use this pin in a minute to zoom back to the location. It is good practice to name the pin for organisational purposes. Then zoom back out to space. Once happy with your starting position, click on Tour. This will bring up the tour recording menu. Tours act like high quality screen capture. Once you start recording, everything after will be captured. It is best to start recording just before you start zooming into your location. After starting recording, double click on the pin you created earlier. It will then zoom into your desired location. After the move has finished, press the stop recording button. You can then play back the tour to see if you are happy with it. If so, click Save and give it a name. To convert this tour into a video file that can be edited, first you have to click on the cross in the playback box, then Tools, then Movie Maker. Select where you want the file to be saved, then select either 1920 by 1080 or 3840 by 2160. This is HD or 4K. The output format for editing software like DaVinci Resolve or Premiere Pro is MP4. For my examples, I have set the quality level to maximum. Finally, click Create Movie. With my PC, it took a little over 3 minutes. It does not use the machine to the max, so you can use your PC for other things while you wait. Here is the output. This 16-second clip is a little under a gigabyte in size. Sightseeing tour. Say you want to add a map to show the art museums you visited on a trip to London. The first thing you need to do is find the locations and drop pins. For this example, I have picked the Tate, the National Gallery and the Victoria and Albert Museum. I have added all the pins to a folder. This is important to the next step. Unfortunately, the mapping data for London is from 2 different times, causing an ugly change line. Now we have 3 pins to visit, we can set up the speed it moves from one pin to the next. Click Tools, Options and then Touring. There are 2 sliders to change. Time between features is the time it will take to move from one pin to the next. And Wait at feature is how long the camera waits before moving to the next item in the folder. The pins will be visited in the order in the folder. Once happy with the settings and the order, click on the Play Tour button. The camera will then move to the first pin and wait the amount of time you have chosen. In this mode, when it moves between the pins, it zooms out and then zooms back in. If you want it to remain at the same zoom level, use the Path tool, which I'm going to explain next. To get the camera to follow a line, use the Path tool. Then add points along a path using the left mouse button to create new points, and the right mouse button to remove the last point. To move the map, use the arrow keys to avoid adding points accidentally. In this example, I've used my local major road, the A12. You could spend more time making it neater. Once happy with your path, click on the Play Tour button. You could then save the file and export it the same way as the space zoom. To change the speed the camera moves along the line, we need to change the settings. These are under Tools, Options, Touring. There are 3 settings to change. Camera tilt angle. At 0 degrees, the camera is looking straight down. Camera range is how zoomed in or out the camera is from the ground. And finally, speed is how fast the camera moves along the line. Here are some examples flying down the Thames. Camera tilt angle 0 degrees. Camera range 200. Speed 300. Camera tilt angle 0 degrees. Camera range 400. Speed 300. Camera tilt angle 0 degrees. Camera range 800. Speed 300. Camera tilt angle 45. Camera range 400. Speed 300. In some major cities you can turn on 3D buildings, which then projects the map onto 3D models. This significantly increases the render time. So can I use this footage in my YouTube videos? Yes, as long as it's not for advertising or promotional purposes. So for educational videos or vlogs, it's fine. You do, however, need to show where the footage came from. Google has already done this for us with their logo in the bottom corner and the name of any third-party data providers. Thank you for watching my video. I have a playlist of other videos which may interest you here. If this video has been helpful in any way, please let me know by liking it or leaving a comment. For more content every Monday, please subscribe.